Hello, my name is Natasha Schultz, and I'm going to be talking to you today about books on adoption for children. I don't have any children in my classroom that are adopted, but if I did, I go in our library and we don't have any books on adoption. And that concerned me, and I haven't read any books on teaching children how they were adopted or what it means to be adopted, so I thought it was something I could look into and learn more about. This video is made more for parents who would like to find books to talk to their children about adoption, or teachers who may come across a child or children who are adopted in their classroom and would like to share with them a book about being adopted. The one theme you'll find that's common throughout this book, which didn't make me very happy, was that all the books that I'm about to show you were made for children who were adopted as babies. As we all know, that's not always the case. I mean, children are in foster care till they're 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11 years old, and I wish I would have had a little bit more variety in the ages. And I used to be at a foster center, and then these lovely people came and they loved me and they adopted me, and et cetera, kind of stories like that, rather than my mom had me, but then a couple came to the hospital and got me, and my mom couldn't take care of me after I was born, so these parents came and got me. I randomly chose 5 books from the internet about about adoption that were made for preschoolers or kindergartners, and these are the books that were sent to me, and it was I wasn't very happy to see that it was just all based on babies being adopted. The first book I chose was How I Was Adopted by Joanne Cole, and it was illustrated by Maxie Chamberlain. I liked this book. The only thing that was a little interesting was the use of descriptive language, such as the uterus and descriptive pictures showing the baby coming out of the uterus. I didn't think that was really appropriate for a preschool kindergarten class, but the illustrations and the wording was written as it was supposed to be for preschoolers or kindergartners. Because at first I thought maybe I had just picked a higher level book, and maybe it was for 4th, 5th grade, or middle school even. But the little girl in there is no older than 8 or 9 years old, and she's talking to us like she's little. And the pictures of her show her being little and playing jump rope and very young activities, so you would assume that this was for a younger audience. But the pictures in it I didn't think were appropriate. And in my classroom, if there's a book that is too long, or just there's extra information in there we don't think the preschoolers are going to be interested in, we paperclip those pages together. So I suppose you could do that with your child or with a classroom if you were going to read this book about adoption, maybe during diversity week or something like that. You could paperclip those pages together. There's about 3 pages that speak of the uterus and show like the side pictures of the baby coming out of the uterus. But other than that, the pictures were great. The explanation of my mom and dad take care of me and love me were beautiful. The next book I chose was Happy Adoption Day, and this one was from John McCutcheon, and it was illustrated by Julie Patches. This one I loved. It was kind of like, we sing the birthday song, and it repeated itself like in a rhyme form, and it was just Happy Adoption Day instead of just my happy birthday. This was celebrating the day that this person was adopted. It was very cute. Another thing I didn't like about it though is he was adopted as an infant. And it didn't show that maybe he was adopted at 4 years old or 5 years old. This one was also very cute, The Day We Met You. It was like almost hand-painted, and it's by Phoebe Poehler. And if you can look at the pictures, I mean, it almost looks like it was hand-drawn by a little kid with crowns. Very, very, very cute. I think it would keep a lot of kids' attention. It just talked about the process they went through when they were excited to meet them. They went and bought the clothes, and they borrowed a car seat, and they put flowers in the room. The 4th book I'm going to talk about is Over the Moon, and it's an adoption tale by Karen Kapp. This one was a little odd to me. I suppose it could be used. I mean, it talks about meeting their new baby and how they loved you. It's very all over the place with illustration-wise. I mean, as you can just see the front cover, There's lots and lots of different colors, different patterns, very distracting. So I did have a hard time. I mean, I read the words, but I really had a hard time focusing on the words because there was just so much going on in this book. This is my absolute favorite book I found in my course of reading for adoption. We Belong Together, a book about adoption and families by Todd Parr. The illustrations are great. Let me show you. It's very simple to read. It just goes about we belong together because, and it talks about why, and then it says, now we can do this together. We belong together because I needed someone to love me, and you had love to give. We belong together because I needed somebody to kiss my boo-boos, and you had kisses to give. Just absolutely awesome. For a preschool kindergartner, this is the best book I liked talking about adoption. I wish I would have another one based on a little older child. But this is good just to teach the basics of what it means to be adopted. These books are great. Whichever you choose, I know that your child will enjoy it. They will understand from all these books that whoever is taking care of them loves them, and that's the reason why that child is in their house with them. Good luck and happy reading.